Hello, everybody. I'm Digital JFK Jr., and welcome to another exciting episode from creator Chris Dallas Dualpede and Celebrity Recreations. Here's where we bring your favorite voices and characters back to life in ways you've never seen before. And before we dive into today's skit, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. We love hearing from you too, so be sure to leave a comment down below with your thoughts. Your support keeps this creative journey going strong. So thank you for being part of the ride. What you're about to see is Elon and I getting real about the future of this country. But what you all didn't know is back in the day, me and Elon were deep in the hip-hop game. So you're going to catch us both rocking that fly hip-hop trip just like we did back then. Trust me, it's going to be lit. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into today's conversation with Elon and myself.
Yo, Robert, you feeling this? We're about to drop some knowledge on America's future, but first, check the vibe. We had to rock our throwback hip-hop gear, showing folks what we were really about back in the day. Man, I'm hyped. But hold up, I got to switch it up because I'm slipping out of my Elon Musk businessman mode. Just figured it'd be dope for everyone to catch a glimpse of us like this, dropping a little slang before we get serious. All right, slang's done. Let's get down to business and kick off the show. Robert, I got to say, it's great to finally be sitting here working together on something that truly matters, making America a place where innovation, free speech, and actual transparency can thrive again.
Absolutely, Elon. And joining Trump's team, well, that was a big decision, but the right one. I've been vocal about the corruption in government for years. We're seeing the media, the pharma industry, the intelligence community, really the entire deep state colluding to undermine democracy.
And I'm right there with you. Look at what's happening with censorship. Whether it's Twitter now, X, or alternative platforms, the freedom to speak out against a failing administration is being attacked. They can't let people like Kamala Harris get anywhere near the White House after 2044.
You've been dealing with that firsthand, and let's not forget her record as vice president. She's barely shown any leadership. The border crisis is out of control. Crime in major cities is skyrocketing, and 92% of her own staff have resigned or quit since she's been in office. What does that say about her leadership?
It says everything. If you can't keep your own team together, how are you supposed to run a country? She's been part of an administration that has mismanaged almost everything it's touched, whether it's inflation, energy policy, or foreign relations. Not to mention her background as a prosecutor. She talked about criminal justice reform, but her actions in California were the opposite of overseeing mass incarceration. And she withheld evidence that could have freed innocent people. That's not leadership, that's abuse of power.
Exactly, it's hypocrisy. And now, with the economy hanging on by a thread under the Biden-Harris administration, the American middle class is being squeezed harder than ever. They claim to be for the working class, but who's really benefiting? The corporate elites and their donors. And Kamala is a big part of that problem.
Let's talk about jobs for a second. They're touting these so-called record job numbers, but those stats are misleading. When you factor in the Department of Labor's reports, there's a 30% discrepancy in the numbers they're putting out. State Senator Roger Marshall has been investigating Biden-Harris regime for election interference, including manipulating data on job creation.
It's all smoke and mirrors. They've been lying to the American people about everything from COVID policies to the economy. I mean, look at the border situation. Kamala was put in charge of solving it, and what did she do? Absolutely nothing. We've had record numbers of illegal crossings, fentanyl flooding in, and the cartels have more power than ever.
And on top of that, she barely shows up for critical discussions or debates. I've had more accountability as CEO of multiple companies than she has in her role as vice president. It's absurd that the Democrats think she's a viable option for president.
That's why we're stepping in, Elon. Trump's team represents a chance to right the ship. With us on board, we can actually bring real change. You're the guy who's pushing the envelope on technology, energy, space exploration. Hell, you're practically revolutionizing every industry you touch. And I've been fighting for truth, transparency, and civil liberties my entire life.
Agreed. We're going to hold people accountable. Kamala and her administration are trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes, and it's up to us to stop it. The lies about job creation, the false narratives about so-called successes, they've been fooling the media, but the American people aren't buying it anymore.
And we're going to expose it all. Kamala Harris as president would be a disaster. She's shown zero capability to lead. You put her in a room with real decision makers and she falls apart. She doesn't have the backbone to stand up to foreign adversaries or the competence to manage domestic crises.
Her leadership or lack thereof is the biggest threat to America's future. She's proven it time and again, and the fact that 92% of her staff at office, that's unheard of. No one can work with her because there's no vision. She is a placeholder at best.
Meanwhile, we have real solutions. You're already spearheading the future with Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, changing the way we think about energy, transportation, and even human potential. And I've been committed to cleaning up our government's corruption and bringing truth back to the people.
That's exactly what this country needs, real leadership. We've got to fix the energy policy, make sure innovation can thrive, and stop the bureaucrats from holding America back. Kamala wants to double down on regulations and taxes that will cripple any chance of economic growth. If she gets away, we'll be looking at a disaster.
And we can't forget her handling of foreign policy or lack thereof. Every time she's sent abroad, it's been a joke. She's had no serious impact. While she's busy laughing and dodging questions, our adversaries are taking advantage.
That's what Trump's team with you, me, and others who care about the future of this country will fix what they've broken. We're going to take this corrupt machine apart and rebuild it with integrity and strength. We're focused on the future while Kamala and her administration are stuck in the past, clinging to a broken system.
Exactly. The American people deserve a choice, a real choice, one that puts them first, not the special interest. Together, we're going to make sure that happens. This isn't about partisanship. This is about the survival of democracy and giving power back to the people.
I couldn't have said it better. Let's make sure people know the truth. Kamala Harris cannot be trusted to lead this country. The future belongs to those who are willing to innovate, not those to cling to outdated policies and corrupt systems.
And that's exactly what we're here to change. America deserves better, Elon. Anyways, it was a pleasure having this short conversation with you. I look forward down the road to working with you once Trump wins the elections, of course. And hopefully we can stop these Democrats from rigging this election like they did back in 2020. I can't believe we've had an illegitimate president running this country all along. Not only is he illegitimate, he was also incapable and not smart enough to do the job. The guy was hiding most of the time or resting on beaches, and if he was at any important meeting, he was asleep in his chair most of the time. What a disgrace this has been, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely right, Robert. It's been a disaster watching Biden fumble through this presidency. An illegitimate, incapable leader running one of the most powerful nations on earth. It's insane when you think about it. And the Democrats, well, they've proven time and again that they'll go to any length to hold on to power, even if it means undermining the will of the people. But that's what we're here for. We're not just going to sit back and let it happen again in 2024. Together with Trump, we'll expose every lie, every corrupt move, and make sure the truth comes out this time. We owe it to the American people. Working with you, Robert, is going to be a game changer. Innovation, transparency, and integrity, that's what we're bringing to the table. And this election is going to be different. We'll make sure of it. It's been a pleasure having this conversation, and I look forward to making sure we rebuild this country the right way once Trump is back where he belongs.
Thank you, Chris Dallas, for yet another remarkable recreation. Every one of your videos is unique, and you're truly the only one out there doing this kind of work. While other AI content is just shallow 20-second dance clips, this is something so much more meaningful. Chris brings a level of creativity that touches on reality with nothing but the facts. It's a breath of fresh air in today's digital world.
Absolutely. We hope everyone enjoyed this. And don't forget to drop a comment below with your thoughts. It really helps keep the algorithm working in our favor so more people can watch and enjoy this content. And of course, make sure to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Let's spread the truth together.
Until next time, this is RFK Jr. and
Elon Musk.
saying goodbye and stay tuned for more.